and give it their all.
Have a real nice tempo. Goes baseline, watch out.
Oh, my!
Oh, baby! All the way down the runway for a big-time throwdown.
That's a lot of fans out there.
Look at that! The drama keeps continuing, Jenny.
This is just brilliant.
He strikes. Starts as you mean to go on.
But this is the danger of the top two guys, and that nuclear weapon that is.
Whoa, hello, goodbye. Score! In the back of the net.
And shoots, score!
Of Serie A action. We'll bring you so much of it here on DAZN.
Magnificent. That is tremendous.
Catching up on any NFL game is easier than ever before.
Going deep for it all. Devontae Smith. He has got it. Touchdown.
Your Eagles are world champions again.
DAZN is the home of boxing.
Really spurs you on, gets you going.
Let's make history. Pure power. There's no way back from this, surely.
Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by That Prize Guy.
If you had the choice, what prize would change your life?
Yes!
Woohoo!
Competitions from as little as 5p per entry. What are you waiting for? You could be next to change your life with That Prize Guy.
What's he got saying? Turn around. Or join them.
One time, stray dog.
You've got the instinct. Now, get the training.
Introducing the casino you love to hate, Mr. Q.
The following program is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language, and flashing imagery.
What was before the boxing?
So before the boxing, there wasn't much really, because I would have been like 8, 9 years old. Just kind of very bored. Just had a Nigerian father who was adamant on me becoming a doctor or something, so I had to try to find a way to get out of the house. Boxing was the one.
And is this guy now going all
Boxing didn't even come into it at first, but then it did.
Here we go, one sleep until we see the Magnificent 7 card, the card that was delayed, the card that will happen at this venue we're at right now, the Carb Live in Manchester. They got Rocky 4 blaring on the soundtrack, which is always good, which gets you excited for something very, very special. Remember, main event, Moses Itauma versus Jermaine Franklin. Fantastic undercard. Chief Support is one everyone's been looking forward to in the 175-pound division. I'm talking about Willie Hutchinson versus Ezra Taylor. Let me bring in my sparring partner once again. This is exciting.
Proper.
It's the
Rocky
music, isn't it? They should do this for every single way. Should have Rocky 4 by default. Because it just really is good. You know, I'm so intrigued by Moses Itauma's weight. I've got a thing about heavyweights and being in a weight class, almost, you know, connecting to a weight class. We might be joined by Fabio Wardley a bit later. Fabio Wardley's always 240 pounds. I had a little research this morning. I was having my breakfast and I looked at him. And he's, for the last 8 fights, Fabio Wardley's been either 238 or 242. Moses has fluctuated quite a lot. He's been as low as 235, he's been as high as 259. Yeah. And I almost feel like, I know he's growing, but I almost feel like he might need to find a weight class soon.
I think so, but we touched on it yesterday, didn't we? He looks big. Yeah. He looks like he's growing. Still a young man, and that's naturally going to happen. So I think it's hard. I think we forget sometimes how young he is. I do think you know, it's hard to establish what weight you are when you're naturally growing. I'm intrigued to see where he ends up. When he's in his prime, what weight he's going to be. That's what I'm more interested about. But I tell you one thing, though. You know, I slept on it last night, and I'm just so intrigued to see how this fight plays out early. I really am. You know, who's going to grab this fight by the scruff of the neck? Who's going to be the boss? I do feel a lot of us are overlooking Jermaine Franklin. Yeah. You know, I watched him again yesterday.
Maybe underrating him.
Underrating him, yeah. He's a very, very good fighter. And he's really going to rise to this occasion. You know, I think...
Do you mind me saying that you did say we were stopped by DAZN News yesterday, and I think you asked for a prediction, and they said you think this goes points. Yeah, not many people have said that.
I think he can potentially, don't get me wrong, I favour Moses Itauma in this fight strongly. But I just think he's very, very tough, Jermaine Franklin. He knows how to look after himself. I look at the subtle adjustments he makes, okay, and the way he slips and slides, the way he moves his feet in and out of range. He doesn't exaggerate those movements, which makes him very good defensively, but it makes him able to attack very quickly as well. And I bet I'll be honest myself, I think I overlooked some of those qualities that he has, and I think if he can get them into play, he can make life in patches difficult for Moses Itauma. And that's where I've jumped on the bandwagon as well. If Moses Itauma does blow Jermaine Franklin away, which he well could do, then we are talking about the man.
Because you swung slightly to thinking Jermaine's going to do really good. So if Moses does better than you expect then yeah. I spoke to one of Moses' team members yesterday, kind of pulled me aside after the weigh-in. Ade, trust me, we're going to test this guy's chin. It's something we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen if he can take a crack. He's got all the other elements, but can he take one on the whiskers? And we don't know, do we? No. Ultimately, we don't know. I mean, look, obviously he does in sparring, but as you know, it's bigger gloves. Yeah. Can he take one on the whiskers with the smaller gloves? Who knows? No, it's fascinating. It is fascinating.
Another thing as well, but he could go through his career not taking a massive thing. I mean, we've seen Usyk. Usyk takes, you know, every now and again, but he has a knack of taking the sting out of the shot, and that's what Moses does very well. That's why he's not taken anything heavy yet. But that is a question I'm looking forward to being answered.
Fabio Wardley's just turned up. Normally I would say, how dare he turn up late, but he's a champion. He's a champion. He can turn up whatever time he wants.
He wouldn't have been late before he won the title.
Yeah, he's changed. He's a changed man. He's a changed man. All right, let's get this weigh-in underway. Let's throw it to your MC, Mr. Thomas Schreiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the weigh-in for the Magnificent Seven. A great night of championship boxing tomorrow from Co-op Live in Manchester, England. It is all being brought to you by International Boxing Hall of Fame promoter Frank Warren for Queensberry, along with their great sponsors, Unibet, That Prize Guy, Riyadh Season, 32 Red, and Global Next Trade. A big thanks to those great sponsors. Well, a reminder that this great event, the Magnificent Seven, will be broadcast live, worldwide, exclusively on DAZN. And now, boxing fans joining us worldwide and boxing fans here in Manchester, let's get the weigh-in process started. Our first two fighters Competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round super middleweight contest, we will first welcome to the scale from Chatham, Kent, England. His professional record, 19 wins, 19 defeats, 3 wins by knockout. Here is Grant Go-Getter Dennis. $169.4 for Grant Go-Getter Dennis. And now let's welcome to the scale from right here, Manchester, England. Undefeated, 14 wins, 5 of those 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Let's welcome the Turkish Tyson, Billy Deniz. $169.3 for the undefeated Turkish Tyson, Billy Deniz. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round super middleweight contest. Our next fighter to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round super welterweight contest against Danny Costello. Let's welcome from Carlisle, England, undefeated with 1 win. That 1 win comes by way of knockout. A stellar amateur. He became a 9-time national champion, a 2-time European champion, and youth world champion. Here is Starboy John Joe Kerrigan. $153.6 for Starboy John Joe Kerrigan. Our next 2 fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round super lightweight contest. Let's first welcome from Worcester, England. He is a veteran of 136 professional bouts. Here is Michael Madman Mooney. $142.5 for Michael Madman Mooney. Now we welcome to the scale from Manchester, England. Undefeated, 6 wins, 3 of his 6 wins come by way of knockout. Here is Prince Adam Ahmed. Shirt off. $142.3 for the undefeated Prince Adam Ahmed. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round super lightweight contest. Our next two fighters to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest, and it will be for the vacant English and vacant Commonwealth Silver Featherweight Championships. It is also a British title eliminator. We will welcome first to the scale from Dudley, West Midlands, England. His professional record consists of 7 wins, just 1 defeat, and 3 draws. Here is Ryan Griffiths. $124.6 for Ryan Griffiths. And now to the scale from Morecambe, England, a stellar amateur, becoming a 7-time national champion, and now as a professional, undefeated. 9 wins, 6 of his 9 wins come by way of knockout. Here is Nelson, the Sexy One, Burchell. $125.5 for the undefeated Nelson, the Sexy One, Burchell.
Nelson Burchell, the
ladies and gentlemen, these
oldest of the Burchell family. You almost feel like this could be the future Smith family.
Silver Featherweight Championships, and it is a British title eliminator.
Yeah, absolutely. William and Leighton, who we've seen in the amateurs. Very, very good fighter, very good amateur. We see him, didn't we, in Germany recently, got a call, what was it, 24 hours notice or something, jumped on a plane, another victory, but looking to really turn heads tomorrow night.
Our next two fighters to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round lightweight contest. We will first welcome to the scale. He is the fighting pride of Oxford, England, and has a professional record consisting of 13 wins, just 1 defeat, 1 draw, 2 wins by knockout. Here is Jordan Flynn. $134.9 for Jordan Flynn. And now to the scale from right here, Manchester, England. His professional record, 21 wins, 2 defeats, 6 wins by knockout. He is the former English and Central Area champion, Michael Gomez Jr. 134.5 for Michael Gomez Jr. And once again, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round lightweight contest.
Must win for both. Michael Gomez said it yesterday, didn't he? That if he doesn't win, that's it. Jordan Flynn, Jordan was that guy that everyone was talking about a few years ago. Obviously lost to Cameron Vong. I think still signed to 258 management. They still have hopes that he's going to be something. It's a really good matchup, and both of them look really good on the scales.
Yeah, they do. They look in tremendous shape. So they should, but I just look at this and I think they're going to gel nicely, these two. There's a lot on the line, as you say, must win.
Our next two fighters to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest, and it will be for the vacant Commonwealth Silver Lightweight Championship. First to the scale from Irby, Lancashire, England, undefeated, 17 wins, 6 of his 17 wins come by way of knockout. Here is Josh Holmes. $134.1 for the undefeated Josh Holmes. Now to the scale from Salford, Lancashire, England. His professional record, 14 wins with 2 defeats. Here is Super Alex Murphy. $134.9 for Super Alex Murphy. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a 10-round contest for the vacant Commonwealth Silver Lightweight Championship.
Alex Murphy might have weighed 134.9 a few hours ago. He's not that anymore. He's a big boy. He's big at the weight. Josh Holmes undefeated. This is the step up he's been wanting, and he's finally got one.
Yeah, do you know what? This is the fight for me where we find out how good Holmes is. We know how good Alex Murphy is. We've seen him. He's got the heart of a lion. He's crafty. He's a very good fighter. How good is Holmes? That's what I'm looking to find out tomorrow night.
Our next two fighters to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the vacant EBU European and WBO Intercontinental Featherweight Championship. We will first welcome to the scale the defending champion. He comes to us from Nichelino, Italy. His professional record consists of 21 wins, 4 defeats, 2 draws, 6 wins come by way of knockout. Here is the reigning and defending WBO Intercontinental Featherweight Champion, Francesco Checco Grandelli. $125.1 for the defending champion, Francesco Checco Grandelli. And now let's welcome the challenger from Donington, Telford, Shropshire, England. His professional record, 17 wins, just 1 defeat. 8 of his 17 wins come by way of knockout. Let's welcome the former IBO Super Bantamweight World Champion, Liam Dangerous Davis. $125.9 for the challenger, Liam Dangerous Davis. These two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest for the vacant EBU European and WBO Intercontinental Featherweight Championship.
Perfect time to bring in a man who weighs nearly double what these guys weigh. Heavyweight champion of the world, Fabio Wardley, who's taken time out of his training to be with us today and tomorrow. Fabio, great to have you here.
Thank you.
It's a really good card as well, wasn't it?
Hey, look, fantastic card. I think that's probably the first bit to start off with. I know it is a cliche, magnificent 7, but it is a magnificent card. It is brilliant from head to toe. There's great fights and dust-ups, and it's got it all in terms of action. So, yeah, look, heavily looking forward to tomorrow night.
Indeed. All right, let's hear from a man who wants to become a two-weight world champion. Liam Davis is on stage with DAZN.
Well, Liam Davis, the quest to become a two-weight world champion, it all starts tomorrow night. How are you feeling 24 hours to go?
Soaking up the moment. This is my time, and thank you to everyone coming up from Telford, Donington. Saturday night, I'm going to be 2-time European champion and step closer to becoming a two-weight world champion.
What sort of statement are you looking to make?
A big one.
Best of luck. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Liam Dangerous Davis.
Cheers.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest, and it will be for the vacant IBF International Middleweight Championship. First to the scale from Newquay, Cornwall, England. His professional record consists of 20 wins, 2 defeats, 1 draw. 11 of those 20 wins come by way of knockout. Let's welcome the former Southern Area English and British champion, known as the Newquay Bomb, Brad Pauls. What 59.8 for the Newquay Bomb, Brad Pauls. Now we welcome to the scale from Sheffield, England, undefeated, 15 wins. 11 of his 15 wins come by way of knockout. He is the current IBF European and WBO Global Champion. Here is Dr. Steel, Shaquille Thompson. What 58.4 for the undefeated Dr. Steel, Shaquille Thompson. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a 12-round contest for the vacant IBF International Middleweight Championship.
I have absolutely no idea. We're all kind of discussing it. Myself, Darren and Fabio. How on earth Shaquille was made 160? Not just made 160, 158. He's too big.
Yeah, like me, I'm stood here as a heavyweight, and even I'm going, he's huge. He's massive. Like, how he's got down to that weight is incredible, but look, he looks in incredible shape as well.
Yeah, he's going to be a problem. He really is. But Brad Pauls, I spoke to his trainer, Terry Stewart and Danny Barber, and they fancy their man can do something. But I'm telling you, Shaquille Thompson, with what he has in his locker as far as attributes, he is a nightmare.
All right, we are going to hear from both Shaquille Thompson and Brad Pauls. Let's start with the former British champion, Brad Pauls. He's with DAZN.
Well, Brad Pauls, former British champion, I know you've got such ambitions still in this sport. I saw you tweet, one fight can change your life. 24 hours to go. How are you feeling?
Feel good, feel energised and just feel motivated. I understand this fight changes my life, changes my family's life. I'm 1 win away from fighting for a world title. There's so much to gain, so much motivation.
Wishing you the best of luck. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Brad Pauls. Okay, Shaquille Thompson, Dr. Steel. 24 hours to go. Queensbury debut, on the brink of fighting now for a world title. How are you feeling about this fight? Your toughest opponent yet?
Yeah, my toughest opponent, but I'm ready for it. Do you know what I mean? I've trained hard. It's been a long, hard camp. And, yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow night. Everyone's going to see something special. I guarantee it.
You know he's never been stopped, right? And you've been talking about how you're going to be the first man to stop him. You stand by that?
Yeah, I stand by that. There's going to have to be a first man for something, do you know what I mean? And I'm going to be the first man to stop Brad Pauls.
Wish you the best of luck. Ladies and gentlemen, Shaquille Thompson.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest, and it will be for the vacant WBA Continental Middleweight Championship. Let's first welcome to the scale from Colwyn Bay, Wales. His professional record consists of 16 wins, 2 defeats, 2 draws, 2 wins come by way of knockout. He is a former Welsh champion, Jerome, the Bread Maker Warburton. What 59.3 for Jerome, the Bread Maker Warburton. And now we welcome to the scale from Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, England. His professional record consists of 19 wins, just 1 defeat, 1 draw, 6 wins come by way of knockout. Here is the very popular former British champion and former WBA and IBO Continental champion, Nathan the Hitman Heaney. 159.7 for Nathan the Hitman Heaney. And these two competing tomorrow, once again, ladies and gentlemen, in a 10-round contest for the vacant WBA Continental Middleweight Championship.
You know, just this fight card was initially supposed to be the back end of January, and I'm just wondering if fighters have overtrained, because everyone looks in incredible shape. And do they pause? Do they just do a 14-week camp? How does it work?
I've had it before. I actually had it before the Adelaide fight, where I was training for a different fight, and then circumstances changed. I did probably about 8 weeks or so. Then I had a little gap. Then I went into a 10-week camp, and then all in all. So as a fighter and as a team, you learn how to manage it over time, and these boys will have experienced, someone especially like Nathan Heaney has done this, been around the block a few times. He'll know how to manage his body and manage himself. So same as George on the other side as well, experienced fighter, but you don't want to overrun yourself and overdo it.
All right, let's hear it from both. A great opportunity for both. Let's start with Warburton. He's on stage with DAZN.
Jerome Warburton, that was a pretty intense face-off there with Nathan Heaney. What's going through your head now so close to the fight?
Game time. You know, everything's done now. All the boxes are ticked. It's just about getting in there now and doing what I do best, and bringing the title back to North Wales.
He's a bit of a fan favourite. Are you going to have to silence his fans tomorrow night?
Listen, it's only me and Nathan Heaney in the ring. I'm not bothered about his fans. He's probably not going to be bothered about mine. I've got a job to do, and it's just me and Nathan Heaney, and that's all that matters.
Wish you the best of luck, Jerome. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerome Warburton. Nathan the Hitman Heaney, you're coming to me. You're up for it. You're ready to fight, aren't you? Pretty intense face-off there with Jerome. So close now to the fight. What's going through your head?
Yeah, obviously we had the first press conference. There's a lot of words said, but it's good when you just look at the man's eyes. You can see what's going on. He's ready. He's there. But I'm ready to do what I need to do tomorrow.
This will be the first time we see Nathan Heaney on DAZN. It will be the first time we hear Delilah on DAZN. What's it going to be like in there tomorrow night?
It's going to be incredible. The fact that we're co-main events as well, all my Stokies, the thousands of them are going to be on show. Delilah's going to be amazing. But like you said, they can't fight for me. I've got to do the job myself. So I'm going to go out there, be strong, be good, and just listen to my coach, Steve. And then the rest will be sorted. And Stoke, we just carry on.
Wish you the very best of luck. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hitman, Nathan Heaney.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest, and it will be for the WBA Continental and vacant WBO Global Light Heavyweight Championships. Let's first welcome the challenger from Carstairs, Scotland. His professional record, 19 wins, 2 defeats. 14 of his 19 wins come by way of knockout. Let's welcome the former WBC International and former WBC Silver Champion, Willie the Hutch Train Hutchinson. $174.10 for the challenger, Willie the Hutch Train Hutchinson. And now let's welcome the defending champion from Nottingham, England. Undefeated, 13 wins, 9 of his 13 wins come by way of knockout. Here is the reigning and defending WBA Continental Light Heavyweight Champion, Ezra the Cannon Taylor. $174.5 for the undefeated defending champion, Ezra the Cannon Taylor. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest for the WBA Continental and vacant WBO Global Light Heavyweight Championships.
You can tell by the noise, you can see the security. This could have been the main event. This is the one that's got everyone talking, Fabio, because no one knows. Is Ezra that guy? Is Willie? Oh, here we go, as expected.
A little bit. Well, look, we can all have a little push and a pull, can't we? Come on. A little argy-bargy. Yeah, look, it's a very interesting fight for a number of reasons, because obviously Willie Hutchinson, look, we know who you get with him. We've seen him at a higher level. We've seen him at a more proven level. He's lost, but the losses there aren't nothing to be discouraged about. They're nothing to be upset out. And with Ezra Taylor, with him being under the tutelage of Malik Scott as well, that IQ, how that would play into his game plan, how to his technique on the night. This is his, not to say coming out party, but this is to say, okay, can you step up to that next level? Are you ready to compete with someone who's a step above you at the moment? So interesting for a number of reasons.
Can't wait for it. All right, let's hear from Willie Hutchinson now. This could be anything. Get your bleeps ready. Willie Hutchinson's on stage with Dev Sani.
Willie Hutchinson, we've just witnessed the final face-off. Little bit of a push and a pull there. What's going on?
Listen. It's nothing new here. Listen. He's asked for it. He's got it. We're here, and we're ready to do a demolition job on this man. I'm just ready, man.
You've said to me before, if security weren't there, because you've had a couple of little to and fro's now. If security weren't there, you'd punch his two front teeth out.
I would give him a left hook, and I would just chin him there and then. But I wouldn't get paid tomorrow night. So, show me the money, baby. Show me the money.
Is he going to regret asking for this fight?
Well, we'll see tomorrow night, won't we? But I'm feeling very, very good. I'm feeling blessed, relaxed, and I'm ready to put on a sensation performance.
One final thing. I think you've won a lot of new fans this week. You've been quite funny, Willie. What's your message to all of your fans heading into tomorrow night?
Well, listen, I don't try to be funny. This is just me in the day-to-day life of coming with me. Basically, I'm a raving psychopath, and everyone likes it for some reason. So, I'm just being me. I'm loving it. I'm soaking it in. I'm having a good time. But obviously, one more sleep, and this chump's getting it. They're my belts, and I'm going to go home.
Best of luck to you. Ladies and gentlemen, Willie the Hutch Train Hutchinson. Okay, Ezra Taylor. I mean, first question, same as I asked Willie Hutchinson. Bit of a push and a pull there, back and forth. What happened?
I ain't too sure, man. This is Timu Tyson Fury trying to do all sorts. I don't know what's going on. He's getting excited, but, you know, it's time to get excited because tomorrow's coming real soon. And I can't wait, man, to solidify myself. It's Ezra Taylor's show. He's just starring in it.
This is a step up for you. I think it's widely seen as that. But you seem the same. I interview you before all of your fights. It feels like just another opponent.
It is just another opponent. When I beat him, it's just another opponent I beat. There ain't nothing new here, man. I'm on a serious trajectory. I'm trying to go all the way. Be the best in the world. So Willie Hutchinson is someone that I can just go in there, do a job on, and keep it moving.
He's referred to you as easy money. He says that you're going to regret ever asking for this fight. What do you think about that?
I don't have no thoughts about that, man. I don't listen to what another man says. I work hard. I put in work. Been in darkness. And now it's just light. You know what I'm saying? It's time to enjoy it and reap the rewards that God has for me, man. That's all it is.
Final one. What will the world be saying about Ezra the Cannon Taylor tomorrow night?
Turn around saying, bloody hell, I didn't know he was that good. Flipping out, this guy could beat, you know. Hey, Steve, this guy's the one. That's what they're going to be saying after Saturday night.
Best of luck to you, ladies and gentlemen. Ezra the Cannon Taylor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the highly anticipated Magnificent 7 main event tomorrow is scheduled for 10 rounds, and it will be for the WBA International and WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Championships. Let's first welcome to the scale, coming to us from Saginaw, Michigan, USA. He brings a professional record consisting of 24 wins, 2 defeats. 15 of his 24 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the highly skilled contender and tomorrow night, the challenger, known as the 989 Assassin, Jermaine Franklin Jr. $258.4 for the challenger, the 989 Assassin, Jermaine Franklin Jr. And now let's welcome the defending champion from Chatham, Kent, England. He had a stellar amateur career, and now as a professional, undefeated. 13 wins, 11 of his 13 wins come by way of knockout. Ranked #1 in the world by both the WBA and WBO, here is the hard-hitting heavyweight sensation, and tomorrow, the reigning and defending WBA International and WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Moses Itauma. $242.1 for the undefeated defending champion, Moses Itauma. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this, our main event tomorrow, live worldwide, exclusively on DAZN. It's 10 rounds scheduled for the WBA International and WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Championships.
Fabio, I'm coming straight to you for this one. I mean, you know Moses better than most. What's he thinking? What's he feeling? 242 pounds, 235 against Dillian White, so a bit heavier. But what's going through his head right now?
Yeah, look, I think he's just, with Moses, he doesn't give away a lot. He never, not even in the gym either. He's just level-headed, cool. Look, I've got a job to do. I've got something to tick off. He knows the man in front of him, but obviously he gives off this infinite aura of just plain level confidence of just, I know the outcome. I just need to wait for it to happen. And it's the same thing you saw there. He plainly looked at him. There's no need for theatrics, back and forth or nothing. He knows there's a job to do on Saturday night, and he's got a man in front of him he needs to get through. But I think he's feeling pretty stoic, pretty confident.
That's the word, right? Stoic. As is Jermaine Franklin. Obviously, look, he looks like he's got his game face on as well. Let's hear from Jermaine Franklin now. He's on stage with DAZN.
Well, Jermaine Franklin, game face very much on right now. Not long to go. What's going through your head? Because this fight's been going on for months and months now. Nearly here.
I mean, I'm just ready to fight. I ain't one that's really with all the talking. I just with the action.
You've been the underdog in this fight, in your last fight. So many times in your life you've been the underdog. Do you like it that way?
I mean, it's not nothing I prefer, but, you know, I've been counted out of my life. I do good coming from the situations.
American heavyweight boxing doesn't have too many stars right now. A win for you tomorrow night kind of makes you the face of American heavyweight boxing. Is that something that you're seeing?
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to bring it back home. You know, I'm trying to bring it back to the States. That's something I'm trying to do. That's a goal of mine.
Just how hungry and determined are you to win this fight? There's been so much talk about you being a stepping stone, the step up for Moses Itauma. I'd imagine that's fueled you.
I mean, people that think they're just sadly mistaken. I got a type of hunger that don't stop. Nothing's enough. I want more every time.
And what are we going to see tomorrow?
You're gonna see fireworks. You're gonna see a war. You're gonna see action. You're gonna see good boxing.
Best of luck to you, Jermaine. Ladies and gentlemen, Jermaine Franklin. Well, Moses Itauma, man of the moment, headlining in Manchester. Your man, Jermaine Franklin, says that we're going to see a war tomorrow night. What do you think?
Dev, you know I don't care about what my opponents say. I just got to do my thing.
For so long, you've been scheduled to fight this man. I bet right now you just can't wait for the first bell to ring.
It's been a long time coming.
A lot of interviews, a lot of people asking you about everyone else other than him. You've had to stay focused on him. Let me ask you this. When you looked at Dillian Whyte for the final time, you said that you saw a wounded animal. What do you see in Jermaine Franklin?
I see a man that's ready to fight, so it's a recipe for a good fight.
I know how your team wants rounds. I know everyone around you wants rounds. They're stressing about it. But if you see the chance to take him out early, will you take that?
100%.
What's going to happen in there tomorrow night, Moses?
So Moses Itauma clinical.
Best of luck to you. Ladies and gentlemen, Moses Itauma.
I was counting. That was 5 questions, 47 words. That's what we got. That's what we got from Moses Itauma. And look, I mean, you guys have been through it, right? I mean, us sort of mere mortals don't understand what it's like when you are 1 day away from war, right? And that's what he is. He's 1 day away from war, Fabio. He's going to have that. Some fighters will give you everything. Some just want to get this over and done with. Enough of the questions. He's been asked 1,000 Jermaine Franklin questions. He just wants to fight now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you get two sides of it. You get the Willie Hutchinsons who want to big up, who have got a lot to say, who want to pump up, who bring a bunch of fans to their way in and want the shouting and screaming. Or you get your Moseses who are just quiet, stoic. You've asked me the same question 18 times this week. I've told you I'm going to beat him. I told you I'm going to knock him out. I told you what I'm going to do. I don't need to hear from you lot anymore. I've got 24 hours. I will show you.
And that confidence is so unsettling. It's frightening. It really is. You know, you see a young man like that just so full of himself almost, but not in an arrogant way. You know, he is the real deal. But you've got a man there, you heard him himself, Jermaine Franklin, who really believes that he can be the man to fly the flag for US boxing. You know, what a pot of gold for him. And he's going to give his absolute everything in there tomorrow night to upset the apple cart.
You know, you hear the narrative is we need to see Moses have rounds. I mean, I guess for fighters, you don't get paid for overtime. Like, no one pays you a bit extra when you go past 6. You know, I mean, your paycheck's your paycheck. But would Moses want to sort of see what the gas tank looks like at 5 and 6? Will he want that, or will he be happy and content with another first-round blowout?
No, speaking from my perspective, I remember early on in my career when I was blowing people out of the water early on,
like,
1 round, 1-2.
You can go 12, and you know that you can still knock someone out in 12.
There's a difference between knowing you can do it in the gym or feeling confident. There was a difference in my brain and my mindset between knowing I could do it in the gym and then after the Fraser 1 fight, I've done it in the ring on the night. And I sit there the next day and go, you know what, that's actually inside of me, that's actually there. Because you can tell yourself false beliefs all the time. I'm this strong, I've got this much energy, I can make it through. And they can all be wrong. You can all come unraveled on the night. So being able to prove it in the ring not only answers all of our questions, but as fighters, as boxers, we all have our own inner questions as well.
Yeah. I don't believe there's one fighter out there, if you said to them you're going to win this in the first round, they wouldn't say, give me it. Like, you want to get the job done, you know, for numerous reasons. You know, you don't get paid for overtime, and there's always the chance something could go wrong. He'll want to destroy Jermaine Franklin in 1 round, no doubt about it, no doubt. But rounds would be valuable for the progression of Moses Itauma and where he's going to go in the future, because fights will get harder, rounds are valuable. But he'll want the first round.
Especially with the speed that he's moving at as well. I think that's the important key factor here. With a lot of people, we say he's building, he needs a bit more time, But with the jumps, they're not incremental, they're big. Jumps to jump, they are big. So with the speed he's moving at, rounds would do him service. But again, like Darren said, if it's there in the first round, I'm taking it.
You would love a first round knockout in your next fight.
Honestly. That's probably one of the most likely bets as well. Someone's going maybe in the first 3, something like that. It's going.
What's camp been like? And look, we appreciate you taking 2 days away from camp to kind of be with us as well. But what's it been like, obviously, leading up to what is a monumental fight? Because, yes, you are world champion, but me knowing you the way I know you, you want to put that belt aloft on the night to be feeling like you are a real world champion, or is that unfair?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And, well, first one is I'm not taking any time out of camp.
Yeah.
I brought my training team up here. I'm with Ben Davison. I'm training with him later on this evening as well. So there is no stopping of training for me. I'm not taking no time out and just having a jolly up. I'm still fully focused.
So I can't take you down to the Turkish and get you back.
No, none of that. But yeah, look, 9th of May is spicy. It's exciting. And again, that's the reason why I picked that fight, is because I look at the list of opponents, I look at the people, and I go, who gets me up, who gets you out of bed, kind of thing. Who do you look at and go, yeah, you know what, I'm in one here, like I'm in something. And that's the one. They're the motivators for me. Like
you're crazy.
Knowing yourself as a person. If I was to pick someone softer, easier, I'd roll out of bed and think, okay, we'll do a bit of training, it'll be all right. But knowing I've got a real, live, heavy-handed, extremely dangerous opponent, I fly out of bed in the mornings.
Is it to drag him to the wall? Is it to break his heart? Is that the approach in this fight?
No, not at all. That's a great reserve that I have, but it's never plan A. Somehow it ends up being the plan, don't get me wrong. Yeah. Somehow I end up getting there, but it's never plan A, is to go, drag him out, because I've already proven I'm strong. I'm still strong in the back end of the fight. I've proven I've got the grit, I've got the heart, I've got the power. So it's not anything I need to do. I can actually prove I can get at you early. I'm sharp in the first round. You saw in the Parker fight, I had him going in the second round. Could have got him out of there if the rounds were 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I probably would have got him out. So I'm sharp all the way through. There's no game plan to drag him out purposefully. If we get there, then I'm confident in that space. But the game plan we're putting together, me, Lee Wiley, Robert Hodgins, the team, we've analysed him, we've seen the flaws. I'm not trying to hang around in that fight. That's the one bit I'll give you is I'm not trying to hang around in that fight.
That doesn't go points at all. Just before we let you go, and you are on the broadcast with us tomorrow, but I do want to get your prediction for that main event. How do you see it playing out?
Look, over the top, at the top of it, I see a Moses Itauma win. Yeah. A Moses Itauma, probably a stoppage as well. I don't think it'll be like a single punch KO. And the reason I say this is I've spent a lot of time with Jermaine Franklin. I've had him as a sparring partner a number of times. And when I say I have absolutely leathered that man sometimes, hit him with the cleanest a shot you could hit. And he's just looked at me, nodded his head and gone, good shot. And I've been like, Jesus, like, so he can take a punch as well.
After that, yeah.
He can take a punch. So for me, my personal prediction, I think it will be not even necessarily a breakdown of punches, but the ref will get in the stop. It will just be a barrage of punches. It will work through probably second half of the fight, I think.
Well done, Fabio. Darren, thank you very much as well. Darren, Fabio, part of the broadcast tomorrow, alongside Carl Frampton and the whole team as well. Look, there are so many questions about Moses Itauma that everyone's been asking. I have a feeling we're going to find out some of the answers to those questions tomorrow. Make sure you join us. Magnificent 7 goes down here at the Co-op live and exclusive on DAZN. Should be a cracking night of boxing. See you tomorrow.
What was before the boxing?
So before the boxing, there wasn't much really, because I would have been like 8, 9 years old. Just kind of very bored. Just had a Nigerian father who was adamant on me becoming a doctor or something, so I had to try to find a way to get out of the house. Boxing was the one.
And is this guy now going all
Boxing didn't even come into it at first, but then it did.
Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by That Prize Guy.
Dreams matter. We've all got them. We're not here to judge what yours are. That's personal, and that's fine. But does your dream feel within reach? We're ready when you are. We can help you find the right ISA for your dreams. ISAs on Lloyd's. Bank on Lloyd's.
Hey, Toad, looking good.
Who is this? So some dinosaur just shows up and he's now part of the group. Cool.
The Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Oh, Yoshi's here. Yay!
Introducing the casino you love to hate, Mr. Q.
Don't miss the biggest night in MMA.
We are now set for the main event.
With a shot, let's go! One of the greats! Champions of the world!
There's all to play for, which is so exciting. These teams have to come in here and give it their all.
Have a real nice tempo. Go baseline, watch out.
Oh, my! Oh, baby! All the way down the runway for a big-time throwdown.
That's a lot of fans out there.